Hello there. Welcome back. How are you? We've got a full house today. It feels like we've had a few people. We're only 8 sessions in and we've already had like 3 sessions of not a full table, so it's felt a little weird. It's good to be back. It's good to have everybody here. But last we left off, our party had managed to make their way through the Savin Woods. And Leo had a little bit of an interaction with his sister, getting in contact briefly. Her with him, and then you managed to track your way to what was a haven for them, an encampment of sorts to where they kind of have a base of operations. A bit of time was spent with them to talk to Maddie, Leo's sister, and at the end we left off with her demanding to know who you work for. You all telling her, and her making a deal saying that if you... 1 second. Music. I will start the music in a second because we've got new music for the camp.
Oh.
So that is
drama.
Actually, let me make sure I don't start the combat music. Otherwise, I have everyone all panicked.
I'm already panicked.
Oh.
There it is. Chopin nonsense. What is this?
It's just a little
Or
bit of
maybe just
suspense
die
music
like
as we
that.
wait. So, as you bed down for the evening in the tunnel beneath, where the hidden rings have a certain part of their camp. And yes, Suze, surely this will go fine. You've got to reach out to the Lady Tavis. You've picked a side, understandably so, Leo's sister, with the hidden rings to try and get this box, this magically sealed box back for the Tavis estate. It's up to you. How do you wish to approach it?
Do we long rest in the basement?
Yeah, no, you've till the morning to actually bring a response to Maddie.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So, as you all make your way down into the place below, Rhea, I'd say you would cop this. I'm not going to ask for any check because you would know the telltale signs. As you kind of descend into this tunneled basement, you see a twin-tailed fox of grey fur bound off down the tunnel.
I look back like excited and I turned into a fox form and I go down the tunnel as well.
So you just poof. So as you see Rhea,
Yep.
just poof.
Yeah.
Wait, we're
Did
supposed
we
to
see
be
the other one?
quiet.
You see a
Foxes are
fox,
quiet, thank you.
but you from no one would have the perception, especially no, you've not really been traveling with Rhea long enough to maybe Leo allow a perception check from.
All right. No,
No,
definitely
just
no.
It's
But if
okay,
I,
just
but if I
definitely
see,
no.
But I would have been the last one down the tunnel,
Hmm.
down the hatch, and I would have been saying good, hello, nice pleasantries to Maddie anyway. So, no, don't see squat.
Des, I have
Yes.
a question.
Yes.
If you have advantage on perception checks, is that a +5 to the passive perception?
Yes, it would generally be.
Well, shit. Okay, understood.
Yeah, that's why Merc was so busted.
I need to change that.
So, as you bound down the tunnels, it kind of takes a swift turn, and as you round a bend, you see kind of standing up now, a maybe 6'1" Kitsune gentleman, wearing kind of tighter leathers, slender enough build, 2 prong grey tails, ears that match, kind of messy black hair, heterochromia eyes, one blue, one is just pure white, and you're a long way from home.
How are you?
You don't know where my home is.
You don't know where mine is.
This is my
Unless
home.
you do.
It's-
Okay, well, you're home before this one.
What are you doing outside of the road? I don't get a
Where are
lot
you?
of other Kitsune come through.
I'm... Have you heard of the Rifts?
Vaguely.
Our home's in danger. I'm trying to stop it.
Fair enough. Kind of dusts off his hand. Arden.
Rhea!
You here to help Maddie?
Mhm.
Good. So am I.
Are you helping Maddie too? Oh, nice.
We
Does it have
joined
to
up
be
the friends. Something more.
Doesn't have to be long friends. Oh.
It's not clear. It's not.
We did just meet.
That's fair.
So why did you run away?
I wanted to see if you'd chase.
Oh, of course I would.
Hmm.
I haven't seen another kitsune in a long time.
You're very trusting. You probably shouldn't have chased a strange fox down a tunnel over now. All of your friends are back that way now.
Why? One of my closest friends' sister said that she was in charge and there would be a tunnel down here that would be safe.
Oh, well, if shit it's safe, I suppose it's okay then.
Mhm.
So you're going to help us then?
Mhm.
Curious. You any good with poison?
I mean, I've made a few when I've needed to help out, but
Whereabouts in the world are you from?
you know about you know where the Valid stay at the north if we go down to, and she like just kind of like gives a general approximation
I'm
of
the
like
other
the
side.
northern. Oh, got it. I've only been over there once or twice.
Closer to the hot tree.
Oh, I love the Witch of the Heart tree. She's very fun.
As long as you're not in trouble.
Fair, yeah. Yeah. I mean, all of the witches can be scary whenever you get in trouble.
Technically, I'm banished right now.
What did you do?
Nothing exceptionally bad.
To get banished?
Yeah.
Normally I just get thwacked with a spoon if I do something bad.
So, in Far Eastern Turret, there's one of the witch. Technically, her house had legs.
How is that not bad?
I didn't intend to trip it up.
Did you at least offer to help fix it?
No, I ran like shit, and I did not get very far.
That would be why you're banished.
I mean, all I have to do is some vague mystic quest to retrieve new legs for a house. How difficult can that be? I'm hooked up with some mages here. I'm sure they can figure it out.
I mean, they could probably help, but remember, old magic is old magic, not new magic.
It's been about 8 years.
Do you intend to go back?
Nah, they give you money for stealing shit here. It's great. And you can use that to buy basically anything.
I don't like money. It feels weird. They're gonna carry around a big sack of useless stuff? Huh?
No, you just get one of these and it shakes a pouch. Basically infinite space.
How does that work? How do you get that? Can I have one?
You'll have to ask one of the mages up in the upper tents. They have a few of them. This is where the coins go. I don't know where they're connected to. But your coins go in here. You take them out. You steal shit from the people who can afford to be stolen from. And then you take the coins that they give you for stealing the shit after they've sold it to I don't know who. And then you get to buy yourself basically like paints, books, candy.
You paint?
A little bit.
Can I see?
Don't know you like that.
Fine.
Maybe
Later.
maybe after we've killed Hawkus.
Okay. He seems like a pretty bad guy.
We should probably go back to your friends. They're probably going to worry about you.
Oh, that's true. I don't know. They was probably still saying bye to Maddie.
No. You guys see Rhea walking back down this corridor, coming with a probably relative to Rhea tall kitsune.
Yeah,
Gentlemen?
Rhea's a pretty short kitsune.
Relative to Ali, not like very tall.
Ellie's just like,
Yeah, Ali is like her shoulders are hitting the roof, and she's just like,
so
I made a friend.
this is nice.
You'd probably be more comfortable if you sat down.
You've made a friend?
Arden, pleasure. She put the hand out.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Why?
Oh, you're
They're
eerily
allies, they're
similar.
only friends.
As he kind of stares
Yes,
at
I
Leah.
know. The twins.
He's a lot more nerdy, though.
Oi.
No, I can work with
I love
this.
him.
Oh. What do you mean?
Oh. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Can I like whisper? Because I don't know if Arden is talking about like Katsuna shapeshifting or if he's talking about like painting.
No, he's talking about dogging down both Maddie and Leo.
Got it. Never mind. Okay, Rhea is not on the same page then.
No, definitely neither is Leo. Leo is on a completely different page. But lovely to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
You know my sister.
I'm a right-hand man of sorts, a friend of sorts. I've been here since she started. I was here a little longer than her.
Suspicious as fuck. Is this guy on the level?
Rolling
I know that
insight.
Maddie said that this
I'm also rolling insight.
I love Rhea just like is like, oh
I'll
look, I
join in
found
on
a new
this.
friend.
I'm not gonna join in. I'm gonna resist for a change.
21.
20.
He's definitely
13.
leaving out gaps in their relationship.
Fair enough. I don't need to get into my sister's business.
He does.
But
So,
yeah.
what are you doing down here in these tunnels?
Watching out for intruders.
Is there like a rotating
enough.
guard or something?
Hello.
There's 3 of us. It's my night.
We're supposed to be
Understood.
here until sundown, so.
Sun up.
Oh. That was a me issue.
So you're definitely Leo. I know Rhea. I don't know the rest of you.
Ellie.
So,
Emmeline.
And my name is Aurelian.
Okay. Ali, Emmeline, and Aurelian.
The fucking, like,
Yeah,
I don't
tracks.
want to give another person my name. Ugh. Oh, how come one of your ring wardens set another person on fire earlier? Or not on fire, but just like burned, like death clouded them. Or so I guess like not all of the ring mages are on your side. Like how does that work?
Not one of ours. Not loyal to our side.
Got it. Okay. I thought it would be really cool and convenient if all of the super strong mages happened to be on our side.
We got like 2.
How big are the total?
Well, considering we were founded off ring mages fleeing from Bellerin, I'd say about 80 of our members are mages in varying skills. We go through so much ink.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
do you have any spare?
Sure. Hold out your hands.
Goddamn wizards.
He
Turns his
just
back
pours
upside down. He
one.
goes, ink, and it just starts dripping out into your hands.
Quickly
I
grab some
really want
jars
one of
and
those
start filling
bags.
it up.
Can I please have one when we kill Horcus?
It's not
This
up
is
to me. I
fantastic. Where
don't
do
get.
You just said that you're Maddie's right hand man. If Maddie's going to be in charge, you're going to have a lot of power.
And I'll
No,
try
I'll
and
just
collect
steal the
as
shit.
much of the ink as possible.
Roll me a sleight of hand just to like try and catch this shit.
No. Like, yeah, okay. Well, that's good because I'm proficient in sleight of hand.
Mm.
That's 15.
I'd say you get maybe 8 gold worth of ink as he kind of gets the end. He goes, "1 second, this should be a
Oh,
little bit
God
left." And he
damn
just
it,
gives it a
Des.
flick, and he just everybody.
All right.
Sorry,
That's
for-
not very
Right.
Just
helpful.
press
No,
the
it's-
digitation.
Can one of
Yeah,
yeah? Can one of you mages fix me?
we'll
Yeah,
get to
well,
it.
I can fix the ink
Thanks.
part. I can't
Okay.
fix the blood curse part. I tried.
Blood
Alright.
curse.
It's okay.
It's a whole
Long
thing.
story.
Yeah.
Me, don't bother telling any of it to me. Anytime I've tried magic, it's gone wrong. So we won't even attempt.
Yeah, I don't touch magic.
What about the innate magics?
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
Not a magic scratch. Got it.
Not a good one, anyway.
Oh.
I mean, hold still. I can. You know what? It's been 6 years. Who wants to be prestidigitated?
Prestidigitated.
No, thank
Shall we
you.
forward?
I'll pass.
Try. Fucking try.
We're also trying to be subtle, so if it's gonna like explode, that's probably not a good idea.
That's usually the result, so we shouldn't do it.
Yeah, probably
I'm
not.
I'm in charge of mostly the stealing stuff in this. Well,
You do seem to have a penchant for it.
Yeah, well, I'm not bad at it.
Pinch, get it.
I don't actually understand it, but that's all right.
Oh.
I don't get many
Here's
jokes.
So,
Another thing for
Auden,
stealing
what-
things is apparently pinching them. So a pinch in. Yeah.
All right.
Got it. Okay.
So you're
Or-
awkward
or-
towards the woad as well. Understood.
Me and the world ain't so compatible as of right now.
Not when you get banished now.
I know the feeling.
So, what do you all do?
We were about to have a conversation.
Oh, am I
Yeah.
interrupting?
Not
yet.
at all. Is there a place where we can like? Is there, I don't know, a meeting room in these tunnels or something
Well,
that's
we're in
not
it,
just
aren't
a
we?
straight hallway?
Yeah, if we go that way about 2 minutes, it'll open up into a small room.
Yeah, somewhere just where we're not in the, the thoroughfare. Not that it seems we get much.
Ellie, are you sure
traffic
that you're
down
going to
here.
be able to walk 2 minutes in the position that you are right now?
Yes, I'll be fine.
She can always crawl.
It's so demeaning. I'll be right. I'll be fine.
Then
It doesn't
please.
get better. I think. Here, come on. Follow.
I've got a
Go on.
thick head.
Aw.
Auden,
do
are we
you kinda-
expecting any alternative opinions down in these tunnels, or is this?
No,
more
this
for
is
people?
a newish thing. These tunnels are known to those who we want to know them about. And there's only an
Gotcha.
entrance in my tent and Maddie's tent. So,
Good.
Right though.
come on, go. As you kind of get let down.
All right.
It gets very
Um,
narrow, like one person at a time, kind of narrow. Ali, it's quite uncomfortable.
Ali's at the back of the group, holding her glaive just under the head of the, just under the blade, and dragging the rest along because she doesn't want to goose anyone or stab anyone.
You come to this kind of very much so it's like a piece of what was probably from the logging camp before, a door that's kind of just pressed up against the saying. There's no frame. It's just something to be in the way. So he kind of 1 second there. There's a bit of room and poof, pulls it back. Right. Get in.
A door and everything. Anyway, it just open.
Thank you.
And the rest of you, does it feel like it would be beneficial to have Auden with us during this conversation, or should we have a little bit more privacy?
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
privacy.
Even if Arden isn't going to be in here, I think Aaron will still
Auden,
probably
if
be
you
able
wouldn't
to hear.
mind.
That's all right. Just seeing the place is
But-
tapped to
but-
shit as he turns and walks away.
That's what I
Funny
figured.
that.
I mean, tunnels echo.
Yeah.
We'll just try to be quiet about it then. Right, so, well, we've heard the terms.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maddie's willing to go get the box as long as we go with her. And we have agreed to leave with Leo as soon as we receive it.
Yeah. Doesn't
That
seem
was
like a
always
bad
the
deal.
plan.
And in return, she also gets the land that she requested.
Is that going to be expensive?
It will not be.
No, there's enough shithole lands to post the war that some of those dead towns could easily be procured and provided.
Right.
Refurbished.
And Amelie, in your opinion, our employer is not going to be annoyed at this resolution?
Business.
Provided that she is telling the truth, then no.
I've got a pretty good.
In fact, if she is telling the truth, then this is actually a very beneficial way to finish the mission.
Right.
Uh,
Something about the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I will need to send the message though, just to make sure.
Of course.
But I will not be able to tell everything, but just enough of the basics that hopefully either they reach out for a more thorough conversation or approve it regardless.
Do you have
But
anyone
before that
who's
stage, is there
magic?
anything else that we wanted to discuss?
I mean, I
When
don't
was-
think that there's...
Um,
Go ahead.
1 second. I need to roll a D100.
Okie dokie. What were you saying, Sir Jen?
No, you're fine. I was gonna let
Aurelian,
Mm,
you hear in your head. Hello? Hello? Aurelian, can you hear me? Oh, it doesn't work that way? Okay, well, hey son, it's your dad. He knows that? I'm okay. I cuts off.
Beautiful.
Oh, you're so excited.
What color does Aurelian go?
Really just
Really,
throws
they're
up.
all right.
Yes.
and just immediately leaves the room to the door,
Okay.
leaves out the door, and goes, "You're alive? Where are you? Why haven't you come back? Do you need help? It's really good to hear you. The arena is fine. I promise.
You get eye.
Oh, the arena is
The urn is fine. Eye.
Like father, like son.
And you could have just made a compound word in there, and you would have been fine.
Yeah,
Aurelian's
No
too dramatic for
response?
compound words.
But at least they know each other are alive.
So Aurelian just left after
No,
asking for a private room.
Yes.
Give him a second.
Okay.
Door slams open.
Righto.
We're trying to be quiet, Aurelian.
You're right.
I suddenly feel much better.
Okay.
Close the door.
Uncharacteristic.
Okay, so...
What happened?
Hmm.
What? Don't leave us in suspense, man.
I just got a message from my father.
Oh, I'm so
Hey,
glad.
that's good.
Is
That's
he
good.
okay?
Congrats.
He's really bad at messaging.
Okay, but like, did he
But
seem
that's
like he
probably
was in
fair.
distress?
Mhm.
But it sounds as though he is alive. It sounds as though he is fine.
Good.
Good.
Hey.
Go put my hand on Aurelian's shoulder. It's wonderful news. I'm happy for you.
Right. I just wish I received it while we were still in Venzeridin, but
Didn't
It's alright.
you learn sending, and now you have to just write it down or something, Leo?
Sorry?
Or do we know that? Do we? Because did
You know
that
Leo
happen?
got
No, I-
scrolls of sending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't transcribe them yet.
No.
I'm a couple of levels off that.
Well, I mean, maybe if we no, you're a couple level. Oh, we're not strong enough. I thought you just didn't have the stuff for it. Never mind. Sorry.
It's both.
Hmm. Okay. So we're all on board with going to kill the guy in charge, so that Maddie can be in charge, so that we can get the box, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I think so.
Sounds
the
good.
way out.
Before I received the news, I was going to ask Leo, when was the last time you saw your sister?
A couple of years ago,
Where?
I got my scholarship. We were back in Avgrad. We kind of went our separate ways from home.
Did you both get kicked out, or did just she get kicked out?
I exited in protest.
I'm sorry.
Right.
No, don't be. I'd
Good on you
choose
for
her over
sticking
them
with your sister.
Mm.
Mm,
Families are supposed to
Well,
take
what-
care of each other. That's why I'm
What's
sorry.
the term? Ride or die.
Yeah. Good on you, Leo.
It's why
Why'd
I'm
they
quite
kick her
confident
out?
to say that she is reliable and honest. She's not. She's a sneaky troublemaker and queen of mischief, but she's an honest thief.
Did they kick her out because she was a thief?
They kicked her out because she didn't play the part she was supposed to.
And that part being?
Whatever fancy rich people do.
Quiet little girl from a upstanding family.
Married
Oh,
off.
yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah. She
Fuck
was
that
supposed
noise.
to be pretty and popular and find a husband and all of that, and unfortunately they never really gave a shit about what she wanted.
I really don't like your parents.
Misery loves company.
So does Joy.
Yeah, it really does.
So let me see if I've got this right. The two of you are twins, don't have any
Yes.
other siblings,
No.
are destined to, or were tasked with passing down, I'm assuming, your family name.
Yes.
Because you are male, you were to be heir, and she was to be married off.
Wait.
Yes.
Why is that's backwards?
Why is that backwards?
Yeah, it is.
Well, because
Uh,
usually that goes down the lineage for girls.
We're not royals.
But
It's.
neither are Kitsune, but like that why is it
I think it's just one of the differences between world and city. It's.
It's
I
called a
agree
pat-
with you. It is backwards.
It's called a
Yes.
patriarchy, and it is something that
Yeah.
our society struggles with, even in a fantasy setting.
Yeah. What's a fantasy?
Oh.
setting?
Yeah, correct on all
Kitsune are
accounts.
matriarchy based.
Well, that would have been a lot easier. I would have been left alone to just do my homework in peace.
You never wanted to be
But-
heir, felt as though that she was wronged. She was exiled from the family, and you left in protest, and now they are left without an heir. Both of you refused to return home. You became an academic, and she went to go fend for herself.
Yes.
So either at some point they're gonna try to have another kid or they're gonna try to hunt one of you guys down when
Oh,
they start to fear
No,
the
those
end.
years are long beyond them.
Oh, so they're gonna probably try to come after you guys one day.
If I ever set foot back in that house, there will be a very difficult conversation with my father, but that's neither here nor there. Those people aren't as important to me as my sister.
So, between the two of you, would you say that your sister has the older sibling dynamic?
She is by about 3 minutes.
Writing it down.
Actually, question for you,
Of course.
Leo. Where do you two get your more elemental connection? I know it's slightly off topic, but I'm really curious.
That's all right. I'm happy to answer. I don't know, to be honest. I have a couple of running theories. The best one is we have a bit of a holiday house, bit of a cabin up in the mountains. The running theory is that the barriers to the elemental plane of air is a bit weaker there, and
Ah,
lines up with a holiday that my parents
That's
took
cool.
before we were around. Best guess. I don't really like thinking about my own conception.
Of course,
but,
of course.
but
Yes.
as far
No,
as
I-
the mathematics are concerned, that's my best guess at the moment.
No, I was just curious because I've read a few, not papers, but like pamphlets on people theorizing how we are created, the elemental born.
It's a fascinating field of study. I've read several tomes on the matter.
They seem to
we're
think
not-
it's always connected to trauma.
No, not always.
Fair enough. Interesting.
I've read the pub talking about its fringe ideal. Not enough data to represent it.
So do
Interesting
you all
proposal.
like know where you come from then?
You know
In
the
terms of
particular flavor of ice cream, but not necessarily the dairy that makes it.
Out of character. I don't like that analogy. I don't like that one.
that ain't it,
That's
Shape.
some thick shit. No thanks. I'm good.
Bro, you know it's bad if Jen's uncomfortable with that joke.
I don't like that
Yeah.
one.
I just let it
Yeah,
sit
that's
for a
just
second. I'm like,
that shit.
"Mm-mm,
No,
no, we
mm-mm.
can't follow
Alright.
that.
Let it sit, let it curdle.
We
Leaves
know
a
what
bad
kind
taste.
Oh,
we know what kind of
wow.
elementals we are, but we don't quite know the origin.
Oh no, I just meant like your family.
It's not
Oh,
hereditary
oh.
from what I've.
Am I? Hang on. Am I getting the idea that Ria is talking in general?
Yeah.
As in she doesn't know the origins of herself?
Mhm.
Parents
Okay,
never
you
had
don't-
to talk.
You don't know your... Do you know your parents? Ria?
Papa really found me under a peach tree.
Okay. Is that... I don't know if that's usual for Kitsune. I'm sorry, I don't know enough about your... No?
No,
Okay.
Kitsune did not evolve from peaches.
No, but in terms of not knowing your family. Okay. I mean, not knowing
No, the
who
the
created
Kitsune are
you.
quite close knit, while not necessarily having to be in close relations to each other. They tend to have a centralized village or city or town or type of a settlement of some sort. But not everyone who is a part of that collective stays in there all year round. There are a number who do, but there are also farther offshoots, and then they come back for holidays. They go back out.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
Well, I
That's a lot to
certainly do.
unpack.
I know
Like-
both my birth father and my birth mother.
Yeah, I know my parents.
Nice, do I?
I think it's a fairly... I think you may be an outlier in not...
Oh, he's trying so hard.
Well, orphans
She's
are
trying to be
quite common.
nice.
I know she is. I can tell. I just think
Yeah.
it's so sweet.
Orphanage
Yeah.
is quite common, particularly
Yeah.
depending on which time period you're talking about. Lots of parents dying in battles and wars and all sorts of things like that. How
Yeah.
does that make you feel, Ria?
I just
Do
never
you-
realized it wasn't like kind of a common thing.
So you haven't really had time to process. But have you ever wondered? Have you ever wanted to know?
I mean, I used to, and then I kind of met the Kitsune, and I was like, I like how he was raised instead.
Fair
Um,
enough.
I'm not sure if this has come up before, and it's not the most, tactful question, but how old are you, Ria? Roughly.
Out of character. I don't remember. I think she's like 23,
19.
22, something. 19. Oh, she's younger than I
She-
got my bad. I
She's
forgot.
young.
she's
Okay,
young.
so-
She's a little.
All right, I wasn't sure if it was like
19.
elves, where it's like, your thousands of years, but look, 12.
No.
Cool.
Like 19, 20, something.
Okay.
I don't remember. One of the two.
Right. Fair enough. Cool. Righto.
Digressions aside, I think
Yeah.
we've got some steps to plan out.
Yeah.
Well, I assumed
Yes.
we were just gonna follow your sister's directions when we told her we were gonna do the thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't want our plans to fight against her. So I mean, we could always get Euler. Well, what's his name? Arden.
Arden.
Arden. Yeah, we could always ask Arden. He's gotta know the plan.
Well,
Make sure
after
whatever
the-
we plan works well.
We still need to reach out to employer.
Employer.
Eggy.
Oh, true. Also, can we talk about that? I was out. I was catching rabbits when you guys decided to do that. That was very stupid.
And why is that?
Because Eggy is an influential figure with a lot of power, and if they find out that we've been telling everyone that we work for them, that could cause problems.
I'm going to start the detect ritual, detect magic.
You asked.
You cast detect magic 4 different points within the tunnel. A door on either side.
I
and there
didn't say
seems to be,
anything that
like,
goes against
that's
what
on
you've
me.
been telling.
That's on me.
And I didn't say
understand.
anything that's gone expressly against what you've been saying, because you've been saying that we work for Eggy.
I will walk around the room, and you guys know what detect magic looks like by now.
Yep.
Your small little lens shining out, and I'm just going without wordlessly, just pointing.
Well, the fact of the matter is that our relationship with Eggy is our relationship with Eggy.
Yes.
I understand your concerns.
But we don't think that they're valid enough to want to change our pathways, their ideas, or our approach.
Well, I'm sure that they could fend for themselves, especially as
I'm not
powerful
worried
and
about them
influential as
fending.
they
I'm
are.
worried about us fending.
And we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Now is not that time.
I don't like.
Okay. Righto. So, yeah, I think we need to send a message to our employer.
Right, and
And,
perhaps locate a bit that is a little more private.
I don't know if there is one.
I think this is about the most private that we'll have. Yeah.
Well, we can certainly try. Leo?
We have to stay in the tunnel before. And then once we get out of the tunnel, we're gonna start fighting.
Well,
Oh,
we can stay
yeah.
in the tunnel, but the tunnel is
Get
what,
Down
like
the tunnel
4
as much
miles
as I can,
long or
and it's
something
all
like
about
that.
the same. Yeah.
It goes between 2 tents.
2 tents and then out eastern.
Okay.
So it goes out back into the. Basically, it's a get out of Dodge tunnel in case shit goes bad. And a secret meeting between 2 points.
Got it.
Yep.
Leo, do you feel as though there is a more private spot we could
No,
do this one?
this
No.
is it.
We can talk later. I'm
Aurelian's
just
gonna
saying.
go. Aurelian's gonna go to the door and see if Auden is there.
Yeah, he's like 10 foot down the tunnel, just like leaning, like watching something.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So we have determined that there are some peculiarities within this tunnel. Are they all yours?
But no, not mine, but like the greater yours of Maddie's and the people loyal to her, yeah. Should be 4.
And I look back at Leo.
There were 4 in the room, and you said the door was like either side of the door.
1
was
on either
magic as
door.
well.
So it was basically enchantment on either door and divination on either side of the room.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 4. Thank you. Closes the door.
Weird.
Okay. We are all good to go then. Everyone here and everyone here.
Yeah, don't make it. I mean,
It's
nothing to worry
rude.
about.
Emily,
It-
would you
it's
like
not
Yes,
to
but they at
rude.
least
contact
told
our
us.
employers
We
now?
were told it was bugged.
We were told several times it was bugged.
But at least we know it's the right amount of bugs.
Very true. Right.
After you, Emily.
Very well. Pulls out the sending stone. It's like twirls it around in her fingers for a little bit, just like contemplating for a second, and holds it still. hidden rings more powerful than thought. Leo's sister is a leader and potential ally. Need approval for conditions to be met. Authorization is mission critical.
Yes.
Oh, well done. Cat,
Wow.
Beautiful.
So how long?
how
did
long
it
you
take
been
you
writing
to-
that one down for?
Literally 5 minutes last night when I realized that I
you
had to
didn't
write
do it.
something
Yeah.
down instead of.
Oh,
I
was
hadn't
that after I
actually
messaged
written
you?
anything down.
So you hear back from Carol. I'll send it up the chain.
Perfect. It has been passed along up the chain.
Okay.
Ali, roll me a con save.
One thing. Me?
I
Yeah.
love the random con saves I have. This is my joyous campaign.
Roll me a con save.
Yeah.
That is a number that is more than one. Sorry, I'm just loading up my sheet. 16.
16. Okay, with the DC 25, you now see Ali, all of you. She falls to the ground and starts convulsing.
Cure
stage.
wounds
Ali.
immediately.
As you are on the ground, your vision goes blurry, and whether present, future, or some form of vision, you think you can see your father down away from you, but this time he's a little younger. He looks healthier. He's talking to someone. There's some form of hobgoblin mage, robed up, grey, white hair. They seem to be somewhat allies, but the thing that, similar to what the kind of the ichor in your pinky, you see all up this hobgoblin's arms, kind of to the shoulders, is like black tendril veins, and the hands themselves seem to be dripping almost this like dark inky substance.
Okay.
Leo, you cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, straight away.
Okay, Ali, you snap out of
I'm
the vision.
also.
You're right.
I run over and I like pull out my herbalism kit. I'm just like taking out like bottles and things. I'm like, "Please drink this. Thank you. Take this.
Wake up. Wake up.
Ellie
You're-
rubs her face, and as she takes
Start
her hand
lifting her
away,
up.
looks at that pinky. Has it gotten worse?
No.
Cool.
But could you do me something? Just a favor.
Yeah.
Can you mark on your sheet progress 1?
I love witnessing this on the other side. This is great.
Oh my god. It's the stars are all over again.
This is good. No, this is better because it's not me.
Yeah. Just put down progress 1 for me there.
Got it.
Come on, let's lift you up.
Are you
Let me
alright,
have that.
Ellie?
I'll be okay. It's getting a little worse these days, but fuck.
We're not doing anything for the rest of the night, right? We're just going to sleep and then wake up.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, but there
first
was there's something important that needs to be brought up before we begin any shit out there.
Okay, what's that?
Alright.
We need to get better at fighting. We need to be better at knowing what each of us are good at and bad at on a battlefield. Rhea, Leo, Aurelian, in the kindest of ways, stay the fuck back in the fight.
I really feel as though you're not in a position to have this conversation.
You literally got knocked out today.
You
Respectfully,
charged
let me
into the
talk.
battle. We were about to get through.
We're not doing the blame game right here. Like I get that. Like we all
Let
probably have
us-
feelings about whatever happened earlier. That's not going to help in any way, shape, or form. So let's probably try to focus more on trying to actually not die again.
I think the
Yes.
two of you are referring to separate occasions as well.
Correct.
Speak first, Ellie.
So, You three are good at range. Your magic can work from a distance. I
What
know
kind
that
of magic?
Leo and Aurelian, you are good at getting people back up again when we fall down. So the aim is that you two don't fall down. Hopefully no one falls down, but if people fall down, we need people who can get us back up. So, Emmeline and myself, we are much better at, getting up close and personal with people. We can hold the front line. And you three, stay back, pick off targets. Yeah. Sound good so far? Anyone confused?
It does, and this is, I think, a very valid tactics. However, the only fight that I have seen us take part in, which is warrant such an action, I have my own reservations about, as I spoke to before.
Of course,
And
yes.
I do not believe that that fight was due to incompetence on tactics in the fight, but
No.
rather before the fight.
Yes. 100%.
High-level magic is high-level magic in that case.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I was doing
exactly.
nothing against that.
Exactly.
But a
Handler
valid
may-
point, nonetheless.
Handler, may
Speak of
I
that
have a
valid.
turn now?
Are you finished, Ali?
Yes.
I'll try to remain as civil as possible. I apologize
do.
for my outburst,
Good.
but Amaline was entirely correct immediately following that battle. It was one that was unwarranted, and it was one that could have been avoided. We were about to be crossing through with no issue. We would have lost a little bit of gold. To everyone here, it may seem like a lot, but given our circumstances, it is something that isn't a loss forever. So we would have been fine. So, respectfully, I need you to understand when it's time to fight and when it's not.
We should probably get better at also trying to communicate that, because that seems like something that probably is a skill that is developed over time. Considering that we don't really have it right now, just saying that we should just be able to do that isn't going to help us in the short term.
I understand.
Yes, I might have
and
a
that is-
solution for that problem.
Hmm.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think we can park that. I've almost figured something out. Give me a couple of
Okay.
days and we'll...
Cool. Sounds good.
Given our current circumstances, until we have that solution, I vote that Amaline be the one to make the call. We follow her lead. She is the one who is directly tied in with our employer. Is that okay?
Happy with
In
that?
some regards, yes, but remember, I am also here to evaluate yourselves and to make sure that you are good for service for your employer.
Understandable, but
So I
At the
do
current
need to
moment-
see you all still doing some actions around the place.
Theo, can we have some details on this thing that you're trying to work up?
A small little ring that we can all wear. You press into a certain part of the ring, and all of the other rings that we wear will buzz on our fingers.
Oh, definitely
Nothing-
be helpful.
Nothing obvious,
That's cool. That's very cool. I didn't know magic could
but
do that.
at least a simple, at least a simple, known communication.
Yeah, and it could be.
Hey, if you need
Well-
any
also hold.
resources for that, let us know.
No,
yeah.
I've got a bag of junk, and
Mhm.
Yeah, you do.
yeah, I do. But I just need time to work it out. It's not much of a range.
Okay. Cool.
So Leo has a junk in a bag. His sister has junk in a trunk.
Can you stop talking about my junk?
Never. Literally never.
All that junk inside your trunk.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, at least he hasn't brought up your wood today.
No. But I do have Nate's
Yeah.
morning wood in my hand at any given time.
I hate this. I hate it so much.
Good morning.
Yeah. This
I was
good
about to make a bad joke there that I can't say on stream. Oh.
Good.
Thank you for your self-restraint.
Hmm.
As you are now currently typing it up.
Yeah,
as you
you
look
guys
to the
have to
side at
hear
your
it.
other monitor.
Yes. Oh god damn it.
No, Dennis,
No.
no.
So,
I
Bad.
mean, I think you've made worse jokes on the stream, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%
you can probably
chance.
say that.
Yeah, that's something we can
Right.
definitely say.
Send me some
unrelated. Have we
prototypes.
looked at our terms of service lately?
Probably never enough, no.
No. So I think about tinker away with that. I don't think we're going to need it tomorrow. We're going to know when we're in a fight and when we're not.
Right on.
But couple of days, I might have it cracked. I just need some thinking time.
Cool.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to bring up or discuss before we talk to Arden about what the plan is for tomorrow so that we can kind of coordinate?
Hmm.
I don't think we know enough information for more planning with this particular venture.
Yeah, she'll go to stand up. Good. I'll let Arden then.
Yeah. About
Yeah,
that time.
Sounds good.
I poke my head out the door and I do like this weird whistle like a bird call, but I guess because I don't know, I like the idea that Kitsune would use animal sounds to communicate over distances or
You
something.
do that and Arden's just looking you dead in the eyes as you walk out the door.
Well, you're no fun.
What?
You could have whistled back. Come on. And she goes back in the
Oh, I
room.
can't whistle. It always just comes out wrong.
Oh. I'm sorry, never mind then.
Poor buddy.
So once they get back to the room, you're just can you tell us what the plan for tomorrow is then?
Oh, you all let Maddie know if you're siding with us. We hash out actual terms when your employer gets back to you, and then we've got some poisons in place. Things will. Well, I have to get that poison in place, but it probably won't be tomorrow that it actually happens. It will be within.
We have 2 weeks, right?
Good time.
I think we had.
I mean, the
3
quicker the
weeks,
better, but yeah.
3 weeks total, so we think it's about a week to get back. So technically, we could wait up to 2 weeks for this whole thing to be done. Do we need to be leaving at the end of that time period?
Alright, I imagine you'll get out in that time. It should be a couple of days. We're going to get it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Get it sorted, but
Um,
I don't.
These
I don't see any reason
poisons
why.
are they the incapacitate type or the straight out kill type or
We'll find out.
They're probably supposed to be.
what's their intention though?
Well, my intention is that Hawkus dies very quick, and we just chop off the heads of anyone that was loyal to him. We're good.
Okay.
Realistically, I don't have the poisons at my disposal that I used to have.
Okay.
So I'm working with some weak shit. I'm trying to make the best I can. We also can't guarantee how much he ingests.
How familiar are you with making poisons versus using them?
Very.
Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't know if you might want help.
No, it's something of a hobby of mine.
Alongside stealing.
Did we just lose Vidi's camera?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's just resetting it there.
Cool.
Just-
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just
Okay,
trying to
okay.
figure something out.
We have
You're
a
good.
delay
Okay,
and we
easy.
don't know why.
Okie dokie, no problem. Right though.
But look, it'll be. I imagine. This is a big dude. The problem that's. Whatever the minimum result will definitely be some form of weakening to his health and hopefully his abilities. Should slow him
Okay.
down, should hopefully cough up enough blood that he dies on the spot. Doubt it will happen.
Gotcha.
Ideal world. I
How
don't
familiar are you with death butterflies?
ground a few up.
Would that help?
I mean, I can always put in more death butterflies.
Oh, I didn't know if you had any or what you were doing.
I've had some.
Okay.
I have in my tent. There's a couple of different. A lot of. All my poisoning knowledge is really kind of woad centric. It's not so much
wonder why.
salmon
Oh,
wood
okay.
centric. So, I'm working with limited resources and also gathering a bunch of poison ingredients and brewing it. Try not to draw too many attention to that. So, working there.
Can't really do that down here.
Yeah, that mage who probably dropped a cloud kill on you.
Mm-hmm.
I've got something to deal with them. I've been brewing something.
Okay. Good.
Should be fun, let's say. It's a great little concoction for when people like to have their moments of magic. It will basically render that null. Bit of mage bane.
Can you make
Very
me
nice.
some?
God, no, I don't trust you that way.
Yeah,
Ask
fair
Maddie.
enough.
If
Okay.
you can get her to clear it, maybe. It's also very expensive to make.
Oh, well, but you've got enough on your plate. Don't worry about it.
Look,
Very
maybe
hard
when
to grow.
everything is done, we can definitely have a look into it.
So I guess now we just sleep and we wait to hear back from our employers so that we can tell your employer so that we can, or I guess Maddie. Well, Maddie is your employer now. I guess I don't know.
I'd like to
Feels
think
weird.
we're more
Anyway.
business partners, but
Colleagues.
well,
They seem a bit closer than colleagues.
sorts.
Leo.
colleagues with
Oh.
benefits.
I'm telling
Leo,
you,
the
HR.
tunnel goes between their tents.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's still my sister.
How much
And
of
I don't really need
this?
that in-
I mean,
How
it's
much of this
perfectly
is just
natural.
like wishful posturing on
Roll me an
Arden's
insight check.
behalf, and how much of this is Ooh, that's gonna be a 19.
Oh, he's pretty insightful now.
He sounds very hopeful.
Oh,
Oh, the poor buddy. Right on.
Optimism in this economy?
damn. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep then. Unless we have other things to
Yeah.
talk about.
Enjoy sleeping on the dead.
Oh,
Mm.
it could be fixed. Don't. Did Ria will like pop into her little fox form and she like starts digging out a little knoll.
So, we are just awaiting the reply then, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think if it does not come back in the morning, we still start working with Maddie. Regardless.
Understood.
If you need me, I will
Now
be
that
just down
our-
the tunnel. It's my watch tonight, so.
Yeah.
Can't sleep.
Oh,
Come say
good.
hello.
Thank you.
I need.
Ali will walk over to like where Rhea has started, making a little Patch of
She
dirt.
starts like digging out a little tunnel.
and sort of sit down next to her and Rhea, question for you about the world. Last night I had a vision of my father.
Oh, and she like pop back out. She's like,
He was, I'm not sure exactly where in the world, but definitely, well, he was in the forest south of Mount Ondai.
mm-hmm.
And so it was hard to see, but he was doing some form of ritual over a stone plinth or something.
You know what it looked
I
like?
don't. Ali will describe it as best she can from the.
That's kind of up towards my area. If it's like south of Mount Ondai.
Sorry, I'm
You're
back.
okay. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
that's
she'll describe
kind
as
of my
best she
area
can.
of the woad, which is south of Mount Undai.
What was the question again? Sorry.
It was just kind of like she was letting you know that like that's the area that she's from.
Okay.
Between
Cool.
like
Cool.
north of
Mhm.
Undab, south of Mount Undai.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you know anything about any structures like that?
Do I? Is any of that familiar to me? Does?
Roll history disadvantage. That's very obscure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, just
I
so I
don't
can
have
answer that
dice.
easier for myself. Leo, if you finish your homework tonight, you get a scroll of Ice Knife, School of Conjuration.
Ooh.
Nice knife.
Sick.
Either for a one-time use or to inscribe at a later date.
No, we don't clever around with wasting spell scrolls in this house.
In this economy,
Yeah.
You said disadvantage, right?
please.
Yeah.
Okay. What is my modifier? I always forget. Let's see, history. I looked over the list and I've skipped it twice. Where's it? Oh, 0. I rolled a 12 and an 18, so
12. There's a lot of stone plinths, like small altars for various sacrifices, older woad magic. To pinpoint any specific one, first of all, they can move, knowing where they are. Like it could be one of like 14 that you are aware of, or one of the many that you're not.
So I know of at least half a dozen or more that kind of match
Okay.
your vague description.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them, and there's a lot more than I know of. But they're all for like old sacrifices and blood rituals. It's all
Well,
old world magic stuff.
Mhm.
Do you seem okay?
Yeah, I mean, his skin was covered in dark veins, sort of like this, and she'll show her pinky.
Didn't you say something earlier?
It just happened yesterday.
She'll give you a little flick on the nose.
Yeah, we're on a job. There.
And we had downtime on the job. We were sitting there for like 2 hours out in the woods the other day, waiting for the sun to go down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I know.
Like here, and she like she can I have your medicine bag.
Yeah.
And she's just this will make it chunky, and she puts like some more herbs in there, and just shakes it up. She's like, okay, well that's it'll be a little stronger. It's gonna get chunky though. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. Just yeah. I had another vision of him. 10 minutes ago or whatever, when I was on the ground. He was speaking to a hobgoblin, I think. They
Sorry,
were.
You just had a seizure, and your seizure gave you a vision of your dad.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it was in the present or if the past or the future, but he was speaking to a hobgoblin who was dripping with this black ichor.
Is that familiar to me? Of any of like the witches of the Woad, or like any of the Woad witches? Because since they're not the same.
Roll me nature,
Nature. That makes you. No, straight or
please.
nice. That's better.
Let's go.
21.
There's something on the cusp of your brain, and it sounds familiar, but you can't quite place it. It's almost there. It's and you look at it and you've seen it. You've seen that exact kind of pattern somewhere, but you cannot place it, and it starts to annoy you.
I know I've seen it before. So many people have come to see Granny, though. I can't.
That's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
I'll try to keep thinking on it. Okay.
Yeah, that's all you can. That's all we can do. That's all anyone's done.
It's just so frustrating because, like, I know
It
I've
is.
seen it.
It is. It is.
Especially now that you said
So-
the hobgoblin, like that sounds insanely familiar.
I mean, the curse has always been, annoying and meddlesome, but it's only recently that it's become, life or death sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any records of any of your other family members having this kind of medical episode induced visions or magically connected?
I don't think so. As far as I know, it's just, No, I mean, I think I was the first to. It
You're
was
also
sort of
the
me
oldest.
that set off the. Yeah, it was me that set off this, thought of illness and stuff. I was the first to succumb. It always happens when we're 40 or thereabouts. And
Sure does.
yeah, I was the lucky one.
Ali's hair is going to all fall off and land on her back and never move.
Still a great beard though.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
are you guys taking watches tonight?
You muted?
Or are you muted, Emmeline? Emmeline, just deep in the bottle again. Just tries to speak.
Both
I
of
mean,
you are
both of-
muted. That's so funny.
I thought we weren't doing watches.
Yes. Yeah.
That's up to you. If you want to do watches, you can do watches. If you don't want to do watches,
I think we.
if you
do
trust
watches.
Arden's watch, that's
Mhm.
fine.
No.
I'll probably be staying up for the first watch anyway, just
like,
because
Okay.
Ali's got a lot on her mind.
Easiness sake,
Probably
then
just
for
do
me.
one at a time, like one person at a time, even.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
electric gliders.
So, who would like to do the 3 watches tonight?
Emily will take the last watch.
I'll do
I'll
the
take
middle
first.
watch.
Sweet.
Ali's
Probably
gonna
can
offer
help.
to do the first one, and then Ria's gonna be like, "You had a seizure today. Sleep."
Yeah, I only have to trance. It's
Also, we're ahead of pace, so I'm letting us do watches just to have a bit more time with the characters today,
Yeah.
rather than
okay.
because we are on
Okay.
pace. So this is more of a role play session for
Yeah.
us. We're a little ahead of pace. So
Yeah.
if
Okay.
we stick, if we get ahead of pace in the story for the season format, we can have these moments. So this is a good job, guys.
Sweet.
You get this. So
Sweet.
I will say, as the first watch is beginning to happen, as everyone heads down to bed, Emmeline, as you head down to bed, you hear a drastically unfamiliar voice to you. Go to sleep. That's it.
Okay. she go to sleep?
Does she listen? Is this a command?
No.
No. Okay.
It certainly sounded like one.
Oh well. I'm
Emily
I
pauses. You
apologize.
say okay, but actually, Des, you say this voice is unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar.
Does it still like jog anything in the memory, in the brain?
Nothing in the memory or anything.
Emmeline will go to sleep.
He listens. He doesn't even talk back.
1 second. I'm going to just try and do something here real quick. See if I can. Just for this, we're gonna. I'm just gonna see if quickly I can fix Vidi's camera thing here on my side. See if that fixes anything.
I'm sorry for being scuffed.
That's okay. It is. No,
It's
I don't know.
only me.
What's your ping, by the way? Just for
To Discord?
no
70?
to the Video Ninja.
I can't see that.
I can see that. You're fine ping. I do not know what
Oh,
it is.
3.07. It's super fast.
Maybe it's disconnected between the high ping on Discord and the low ping on Video Ninja.
1 second. There. 1 second. No, it's fixing Vidi here now. We're gonna just. It might be a little bit better now.
Is it a little better now?
It's a tiny bit better.
I'm
actually.
testing.
Mhm.
Tiny bit better. Okay.
No, actually, you know what it might be? It might be the
Huh.
slight. I don't know if it's the filter, but we mirror you on Streamlabs, and I think that might actually be the desync.
Oh, wait, is it really?
It is
That's the
mirrored,
only
it's really weird.
difference.
Sue's saying it's better.
Yeah. I put you in a new browser source and didn't flip it this time, and it's.
It
I think
fixed it.
I think the mirroring the video is
It's
what's
the stupid mirroring. God damn it.
so.
Okay.
Question, Emily, do you say anything back, or do you just go to bed?
It depends. Is it ascending? Does it seem like
Do you
ascending?
want to speak back? You've never cast sending.
No, but I'm also running to the mind in terms of the candidates. Okay, what did the voice sound like? Can you ask me that? Who did they sound like? Did it
Go
sound
to
like
sleep.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Because there's ideas. There's ideas. Let's be a little. I win. Who is this?
There's no response.
That's not ominous at all. Okay, cool. Let's go.
So, as takes you a little bit to get to bed, you're a little nervous,
Yeah.
as
Doing your
dreams
best to try and
come
hide it.
to you, there's a very familiar room in the Tavis estate that begins to manifest in front of you. There's this large backed chair sitting in front of a fire, the back to you. There's a chair beside it.
Big
A hand
daddy.
just signals to sit down beside.
Walk up.
You sit down, you see arms folded, hair, black slick backs, ears with the golden cuffs around them, this half plate armor with a half cape. You've seen paintings of this man. Sit.
She sits down.
Kind of takes a minute to look you up and down.
Lord Davis, I did not expect to receive this honor.
It does all right. It's not an honor. I'm just a man. I have more things to discuss other than your request. My wife got in contact. There's other things we need to discuss. In general, I've been given a briefing on most of your group. What is this? Start with your business. What is this mission critical thing you have?
Very well. So, the hidden rings, as we have learnt, are more powerful than we once thought. They have in their employ very, very capable ring mages and well versed in ring magic from Bellerin. They are troublesome. And in order to retrieve the package that we were tasked with, we have made contact and built an alliance with Maddie, Leo's sister. She plans to launch a coup or something of the sort, and we have agreed to give our aid, and in return, she will give us the package. However, she wants in return, she requests a small hamlet or village in Mantarathea, enough for 100 people, and in return, she will, well, assist as needs be. The hidden rings will, and their study of ring magic will also be passed along.
All right. That is, I assume, there's land in Mantarathea. My wife would have better
There will be.
information. I've never been. That is
Perfect.
fine. Those are fine terms. Thank you for passing this along. You followed good procedure. And Tavern Worlds, thank you so much. Tavern of Worlds, thank you so much for the raid coming in. As we're in the middle of a dream conversation between two individuals, one NPC and one player character.
This is canonical, by the way. This is what Ameline hears in her head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, would you like something to drink? Something to eat?
Thank you. That is most gracious.
You do not need to stand on such formality here. This is a dream world. It is only you and I. No one can see if you break decorum. I don't know much about everything you're doing over there. I don't know the work my wife has you going on, so I assume it is good. I assume it is worthwhile for the family. You can let your little friend, Aurelian Barman, know I have his father. I managed to secure him.
Aww.
Once we have that package, I should be able to get him home.
Perfect. I'll pass that along. If I may ask
You know
a
what?
question.
Aurelian, are you sleeping right now? You're not on the first watch, are you?
I don't think so.
Aurelian, you
No, I'm
feel
not first
yourself, your
watch.
conscience gets pulled into this. As you just get
How powerful is this fucker?
shunted into a room, and you're just standing there. You see two back chairs, and another one just rises up out of the ground. Sit down.
No.
And the last time that...
You just into the seat.
Where am I?
Quite rude, Aurelian. I thought you were.
Aurelian? Yes. Yes.
Okay. That was unsettling. I was having a very good dream. I
Now
just
you're
wanted
having
to
a
let you know.
different one. Aurelian Varma, you look similar to how your dad describes you.
How? You're the fellow from the painting.
Do you want to try that again?
Lord Tavis, I apologize.
Better. Would you like something to drink or eat?
Yes, if you have anything to offer.
Side table raises in between your and Emmeline's chair with a bottle of wine on it.
Oh, wonderful.
I
I'm
have your father.
assuming that's... Thank you. That is excellent news. I was wondering where he was. He did send me a message earlier today, but
Yes,
it was
he's not good with that scroll I gave him. He's not very capable of
why-
magic, but that's okay.
I'm surprised he was able to use a scroll at all.
It took 3 tries.
So he
Is
does
that the
have a
way you
magical
left the room?
aptitude. Yes, that is why I left the room earlier. It was because I just really wanted to make sure that I was able to reply wholeheartedly. Like I mentioned.
Figure it's better than Emmeline passing on a message. He is okay. He is different side of the world right now.
I'm sorry, what?
He's in a small little place known as Vistestead.
Where is this? I've never heard of this place before. You said you had him.
I do. He's in my home. I hunted him down after my wife told me you were looking for him. We also need to discuss something, you and I. And I want to make something perfectly clear. You've poking questions
Yes,
at
of
my
course.
wife and her staff about origins of her being a vampire. I think you need to realize something. You don't know about vampire. You understand? Your people, you don't know about vampire. You don't know about
Yes.
the culture of vampire. You have an ascended god who claims to be vampire. There are 8 vampire. There was Valenza. There was Imvin. There was Sites. There was Zirius. There was Haster and Lennox. And Tavis. Yes, there is vampire, but you do not discuss such thing. Because vampire, there are 8. Everything else is just a gift given. So,
It is
again,
It is my fault. I apologize, Lord Tavis. It is of my... We have heard folk tales growing up of vampires and their greatness. It is not one that I make fun of and jest knowingly. It is just something that we just did not know growing up. And I, for sure, and for one, would like to apologize on anything that I've said about vampires or any off comments to your wife. I thought I was simply making conversation.
That's okay. Once we have this box, I will be able to come over to your Quintos site and I can educate you if I need to.
Completely understood. It will never happen again.
That's what I like to hear. Now, you're my guests. You can call me Morvain when we're here.
Morvain.
This is not a more
Morvain Tavis is my name.
So you're not
Thank you.
of
Morvain.
our side of the world. You are of the other side of the world.
I am of Etrisian.
I'm not familiar.
The Fey realm.
The Fae. That is,
All
suppose
vampires
answers-
I'm sorry, there are just so many questions I want to ask you about vampires, but I know that this is not the right time for it.
You know, it's probably a better time now than in a place where you do have to stand on. Also, please, not vampires. That's a vampire. One is not
Vampire.
You do not make vampires.
Singular.
There is vampire.
Title.
There are 8.
Understood. Vampire title. Why 8? What is the significance of the number 8?
Malcio Coretta gave a gift to Valenza. They had trouble controlling it at the start. Valenza was a powerful archfey. They rampaged through their own court. Valenza was the first, and the 7 they turned are vampire, making 8.
Understood. And Aurelian is writing. Oh no, he's in his dream. He can't write.
So,
He gets a
I'm just-
notebook, it just materializes, and he thinks this is normal. And then halfway through, he realizes he's in a dream. He's like,
He's like, wait, I'm in the middle of a dream right now. And just like
So
throws
is-
it. It's like,
is that why you have never visited? Well, I suppose Quintos, but I
I
was going
cannot-
to say that would explain it. I'm likewise. There's a lot I wish to know about everything, but I suppose
That's okay. You
Vampire.
can ask.
I want to know more about
I'm a
the
no-
Tavis.
Of the Tavis family. That's, well, I am the Tavis family. I am the original Tavis. I suppose that puts me somewhere close to 3,000 years old on your mortal realm. But I was there when the turning happened. We are a noble people. We have made many spawn. It is a gift given easily, yet not easily controlled. Those who can control it, they can be taken in well.
so you are a vampire. Then I am assuming that the Lady Tavis has also been. She doesn't go out during the day.
She has been given the gift,
She has been given the gift. Understood.
and that is your secret to protect. We have made sure you're going to keep that secret, though. You had
Oh,
a-
even without
I'm
even
told you
without
had
that, I will
friends.
guarantee with my life.
It don't need you to. Is it the Gilded Rose?
It is, yes.
Yes. It's a new investment of ours. I'm told you were close with one Zanrel.
I am, yes.
Your questions caused trouble. So Zanril has been given a gift to make sure you cooperate. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. We wouldn't want you causing more trouble. Your father
Will they still be
hasn't
able to
been
live?
given a gift.
Will Zenril still be able to live a normal life? Go about the day?
He will be in time, not the day. But you see, it will temper him. The sunlight teaches us patience. It tempers us. But
Oh,
the
they are-
transformation takes a long time. He can also
Is it
choose
painful?
to. Initially, no. He has been given a small letting. And that allows certain abilities to start to come forth. He will have about, depending on his lineage, somewhere in the ballpark of 30 years to make the full transition, get full-blooded. He's only partially vampire, if you would call it that. But spawn is the correct term.
And was he willing?
No. He was not. But we will take him in, and we will show him the ways. And it'll be up to him to prove that he can be. This is to ensure you don't make mistakes again. Because your side is barbaric enough to have hunters. It'd be very unfortunate if it got out there that he was a spawn.
Is there any way to reverse the process?
No, he will die if he does not get fully blooded. But he can choose death in 30 years if that's what he wants.
Well, we've been asking all sorts of questions about you. Is there anything you would like to know about us?
At this point, not necessarily, no. I'm sure I will get to know you all very well in time.
I'm sure if there is anything you wish to know about me, it would have already been told to you.
It has been. You set yourself
I
up
do.
well.
Thank you. I don't suppose that I can ask a few more questions.
You can. I am. You may go back to your own sleep now, Aurelian. As the door to the study opens.
And just get sucked out.
No, he's gonna give
Aurelian will-
Aurelian a
yeah.
chance to exit gracefully. He's made his point.
Aurelian will get up and just bow towards him and go, "Thank you for this audience, Lord Tavis."
You're very welcome. And you leave.
And he will leave.
The door closes, it's just the chair vanishes into ether. To Emmeline and Lord Tavis now. Oh,
So-
that's gritty business done.
That is out of the way, at least. I'm sure I might hear about it tomorrow, but you'll see.
Probably not. You'll get Lindis, she can tell you about it. As there's definitely a softening when he says her name. Like there's definitely affection there.
Yeah.
She will tell you when you return.
Do you know what is in the package that we are collecting?
Yes.
So it is important then.
I
But-
am the employer you're working for. It's just a job specifically requested by me. I
Understood.
wish to be with my wife on her home plane.
If I might ask in that case, what is in this package that can enable such a thing?
It's not important for you.
Of course.
But you have our attention, Emmeline. Do know that. We have been looking into you. We have our eyes on you. Remember, this is something important to know about us. Our blood runs true, and there is no such thing as a bastard in the Tavis family. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, my lord. I will.
I suppose I owe gifts to the rest of your friends, but I won't summon them all here. You can tell Ali I know the blood curse that is affecting her family. The message has been passed along to me. I know how it works. You can tell Wisteria. By technicality, I am a witch of the woad. That might make her excited. And you can tell Leo that I have granted 2 scrolls for when he returns of magic from my side of the world.
Ooh. So that was out of character.
I want you to convey this for me. On our good side is very beneficial. On our bad side, well, you saw.
I did. I will let them know. These are the rewards for working well.
As long as this mission is complete. You are allowed to
It
do
will be
anything in
complete.
your power to get that box.
Understood. I will make sure the box returns.
Kind of leans back in his chair. I'm excited to go to your side. Very much so I am.
This world will be honored to have you set foot on it.
Do you have any questions? I'll allow you 2 more before we leave.
Are there any other vampire on Quentos? On our side of the world?
We can't get there. We believe Valenza was taken by your ascended god once, but I do not have exact logistics of how that went. Although I'd very much so like to end that Samael. He plays at vampire. It sickens me.
He plays at being a god as well now, which
None of your gods over
So-
there are real gods. Well, I think you have a few. I think you have the Guiding Light and the Eye of Ruin and the Firewalker. You have some real god,
yes.
but you're ascended. Celestials at best.
Calicindia, like a whole world away, feels suddenly very vindicated right now. I suppose this last question better be a good one.
Could always be a bad one. That's my favorite color. You could ask where I met Lindis. You could ask something stupid if you really wanted.
That actually was one of the questions that I had in mind. Was how did the 2 of you meet? If it
She stumbled into the Feywild. She was beautiful. In my 3,000 years of life, I have never had my breath snatched away. And, well, I have practiced the magic from before the gods. I have practiced the magic from after the gods. But what was truly magical was when I first laid my eyes on her.
Love is the best kind of magic of all. Okay, bye.
that is touching. It would be my great pleasure then to play a part in reuniting the two of you.
He very carefully stands up from his seat, and the door opens, and he holds out a hand to escort you to the door.
Thank you.
Thanks. And that you
It
wake
is
up.
an honor.
And you come out of the dream. As first watch, who was on first watch?
Ali and Rhea, I think, by force.
Yep, because Rhea
Yep.
tried her hardest to sass Allie into actually like getting like full on a big night's rest, and she refused. So Rhea's like, "Well,
Hey.
fine. I'm staying up with you to make sure you're okay.
If you want me to sleep, you watch me.
I can't watch you and them. Then that would just be weird. I would be standing over you while you sleep."
About like 20 minutes
Well,
into
then
your
I'll-
watch, you just see Aurelian flit around in bed real quick and just settle. He's
Night
midway into
terrors.
sleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Night
hate
terrors.
those.
So hopeless.
Oh, I don't like them. I get really bad dreams a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. How are you doing with all this?
Oh, with this stuff that we're doing, it's fine. I really want to try to fix the Ember Rifts.
Yeah,
I know.
kind of fucked.
I know I need to do these things so that I can be able to do that. It just doesn't feel like I'm doing anything to do that, you know?
You are. You are doing something. You're
know,
making
just-
people aware of the importance. We're getting there. We're getting stronger. We're getting better reputations. Unfortunately, in the world of cities and things, you can do little without reputation.
Yeah. I gotta be the biggest bird.
The biggest fox.
Are
Oh,
That's right.
At this stage, you see Aurelian jolt awake.
you okay?
You right there, friend?
Had a bad dream? I have something for sleeping well if you want that.
I'll be all right. Thank you.
Are you sure
Okay.
you don't look alright? You want to talk about it?
It's just a lot to take in, and this happens once in a while. Allie will tell you I haven't been sleeping well in weeks.
No.
You know, talking about it might help. You don't have to keep everything all bottled up and personal.
Not yet. I appreciate the offer, but we can talk
I
about
get
it later.
I get it.
Try to get some
Aurelian.
rest.
So good. We
Where's
got you, mate.
Emmeline? Where's Emmeline? in the
Emmeline's
room with Des?
sleeping with all you, like kind of near all you. And you see about 5 minutes later, Emmeline wakes up quite peacefully. Her eyes kind of just flitter open.
Aurelian's gonna cast command on Emmeline.
What's the command, bud?
Verify. Did you know the Zenro was turned?
Turned.
What are you talking
Um,
about?
That's a wisdom
Honestly.
saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Aurelian, you can't just go casting magic on your friends like that.
This is
It's like
important.
the spell slots. We're about to be in trouble. I'm asleep.
That
I don't
is-
know.
16?
That does succeed. Do with that information what you will.
Emmeline jolts upright, the rapier is out, and it's instantly pointed at Aurelian's throat. You cast spells at me again. And that would be the last thing that you do, Aurelian.
Told you.
And so be it.
And for the fact, no. I did not know. That is information you could have got from my conversation.
Can I make an insight check against you?
Absolutely.
It's a 21.
Yeah, telling the truth.
All right, you two. We are in an
So-
enclosed space. Let's not throw spells and weapons around, please. Let's be civil.
I think we have
Can you
some
be
trust
civil,
issues to
Aurelian?
work through.
At this stage, you hear a as you see something being thrown through the bottom of the door, and it in smoke.
Oh,
Right, I'm awake. I'm awake. What the bloody hell? Ugh.
is it just
Is it
smoke?
morning?
Can I tell?
It heavily obscures the area.
Okay, so it's just a visual obscure. It's not like a.
As you kind of people start scrambling, each of you feels a blade against your back, and you hear Arden's voice going, "What the fuck is happening in here, folks? This is not a combative arena." As the smoke starts to settle, you see Arden and there's about 4 other people with just blades in varying lengths, short swords, daggers.
Aurelian, this is why we don't cast magic as our friends.
I had a lapse in judgment.
You have a
I
lot of those.
apologize.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're
We
good.
are good.
Just a conversation.
It did not look like that, but all right.
We're good, thank you.
Aurelian has a lot of trust issues that he needs to work through.
Oh, I just woke up.
Yes.
Kind of gives a nod, and the other people kind of, for fuck's sake, and they start sheathing their weapons.
Thank you.
Walk down.
Probably one.
One more, and you're sleeping on the surface in the trees. He walks out.
Yeah, fair.
Very
what the
fair.
fuck did I miss?
Aurelian was having night terrors,
So-
and then Emmeline woke up, and then Aurelian tossed a command spell at Emmeline, and then Emmeline threatened to kill Aurelian if he ever tries it again.
Yeah,
And
fair
then apparently
enough.
something happened to his friend.
All right.
Yes.
Well, we're clearly under observation. Rightly so. Can we not here?
Can we wait until after this whole, important shit we're doing? Please.
So, let us just break this slightly then. Aurelian was briefly brought in for a conversation that I was having in a dream with our employer's, well, our employer's partner, let's just say.
Oh.
Crystal clear.
Right.
There's a lot to take in, but there is also some important rewards, considering that you have been working well, I suppose.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Ali.
Yeah?
He knows of your blood
But-
curse.
I think we maybe pick up on this. Not to cut you off, Emmeline, but just given where we are and the
He
amount
said-
of eyeballs that are in this room.
He said to say it in the morning, and so I will. Well, when you
Okay.
were all
Well-
awake was the correct order.
Well,
So I
I'm
would
awake
tell you.
now. Just
I do not mention any names.
general terms, nothing indicative.
Precisely.
Okay.
But he knows of your curse, knows how it works.
That's good. That's very good. Thank you.
And that information will be passed along eventually.
Wonderful.
For Leo, there are 2 scrolls of magic that are quite elusive, shall we say, here, waiting for
I'm
you
going
when
to
we
need a lot
return
more.
back to our headquarters. I'm sure that you will find them quite interesting to study. And for Ria, just wanted to pass along that technically he is a witch of the world. and
that's so cool.
classifies as everything. I don't know myself, but can assist you with anything that you need in that regard. Outside.
Right, though. Sure.
Well, that's very helpful. Thank you.
Cool.
My pleasure.
All right. Well, it's good timing then because it's your turn for a watch, Pat,
All right.
Leo, and
Yep.
go pass out.
I never finished taking no. For the first like 5 minutes, you hear like a. That's like she like kicks out a little like fluff of dirt.
Says Ellie does the
We've got-
full like actual elven trance this time.
Don't forget to take your medicine.
I'm gonna look at Aurelian and Emmeline.
Remember, it's
We're
chunky
good?
now.
Emmeline's already just like leaning back in her sleeping area. Perfect.
Good night.
You go to
Oh,
bed first. I'm gonna stay up.
I'm on watch. I've got it. I'll stay up with you. I'll
I'm
have
just
a
go-
wake up.
and Aurelian's probably just gonna wait until like he's pretty certain that like everyone else is asleep.
I'm trancing.
And
Leo's awake. I'm watching.
instead of us speaking, Aurelian's gonna pull out his book and his quill, and he begins writing in it. For the sake of like what we're communicating, we'll just talk normal, but he's writing in the book to Leo. Things have gotten pretty shit fucked.
Response: how bad?
He's very powerful. But
Yeah.
he knows where to make it hurt. Our friend you met at the inn,
Yep.
they now bear the consequences of my actions. Of my actions, not any of yours.
Response: weren't they sick? Question mark. Is this not positive outcome? Question mark.
No, and just underlined.
I'll hold on to the quill for a bit. We're playing a dangerous game with dangerous people. This can happen when we overstep our station. Not a criticism. Underline, underline, underline.
Just not allowed to make mistake. Can't get others hurt.
I'm going to put a big circle around not allowed to make mistakes.
And then Aurelian's gonna like draw an arrow to it and go, might not just be me. I know I've made a lot of mistakes. But this applies to everyone. may have not been the right choice. But we have to work together.
Together, we can make better choices.
How the fuck do I apologize to Emmeline?
Genuinely. Full stop.
Have I not been genuine in the time that we've known each other?
I pick up the quill, turn around to shit fucked.
I'm not good at this.
Neither am I.
Well, fuck.
It'll be okay.
Allie doesn't like me either.
Wouldn't be here if she didn't.
Merlin's
is
gonna
a
make the
lie.
face that everybody else is making right now. Just like,
Yeah.
"Mm."
You sure about that?
No.
I mean, it's not like he called her hopeless or anything with a blood curse that's devouring her entire family line.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Aurelian will get
You're
very
not here.
comfortable with blood curses after his friend got infected. It's okay.
Yeah.
If it's any consolation, I think you're smarter than you give yourself credit for.
We all have our strengths. This is not one of mine. I'm bored. Would you like to read my book?
I pull out the small platinum disc. Homework. Do you want to have a go?
Sure.
Hand the disc over. Good luck.
Merlin will try to take a look at it and just
What's the maximum
Try to-
investigation you can roll?
maximum investigation I can roll is a 22.
I'm not going to ask for a roll.
Watch Aurelian undo all of the work.
Actually, do roll me an investigation roll, AJ. That's a great idea.
Oh, fuck off, AJ.
I mean,
Please don't make it worse.
You did just hand him your Rubik's Cube, to be fair.
Yeah.
yeah.
He pulls
Yeah,
out a
100%.
sticker and rearranges them. I did it.
Can I just like Aurelian's not gonna like touch anything, but like I know that it's up close, it's investigation.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know why you do this.
The
No one
power
will write my
gamer in
book.
me wants to cast guidance and help, but I'm not going to. I just want to see where this goes.
Oh,
I'm so proud of you for
Wait.
rejecting your power gamer.
Yeah.
oh shit! This is metagaming
Please
now too.
don't.
Now that you mentioned
Please.
it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Also, the last time we cast a spell, we got smoke bombed and almost stabbed.
Yep.
So,
Oh, that's true.
At least you know they've got a good response time.
you said that like you forgot.
I'm having an emotional moment. You're not here right now.
We're
I'll
always
give you
here.
Something
Dissociates with
take your
this.
mind off it. If you bust it, I just have to fix it. Roll your damn investigation check.
I need to check something real quick.
Can I stack my own bardic inspiration on myself? Wake Emmeline up. Can I have bardic inspiration after that?
I threw up. Can I have inspiration?
I threw up.
Yeah, no, there's nothing really I could do about that. Fine.
No, just fail the roll.
17.
17. Okay, that was bad as I thought. As you kind of watch Leo, you kind of goes, batting, you're like, no. It's like, nothing bad happens. Nothing bad happens.
Why do you do
Although,
this?
did it always make that rattle? You shake it. Did it? Oh, is that a new sound? I don't know.
Why do you do this, Leo? Why do you study these things?
I like it. Makes a lot of sense to me. Why do you write? We'll have our gifts. We like to employ them in a way that is nourishing to ourselves.
I don't write because it's fun, Leo. I
Perhaps
write
you should
because I
try.
want to. I write because I want to be great.
Those two things are not mutually exclusive.
Well, to me they are. If it was
I do these
as-
things because I will be great. I am quite gifted in practical and arcane magic. But I also do it because I enjoy it. And I think those two things are the ingredients of greatness. I think you'll be putting a boot on your throat to achieving greatness by stifling your own joy into your creativity.
Well, my question to you then, Leo, is if it's so much fun to be great, then why isn't everyone?
Not everyone's destined for it. Not everyone's capable of it.
Not everyone
Not everyone
is strong
believes
enough for it, is what I
There's
believe.
that too.
It's the fact that remains is that not everyone is willing to work towards their greatness, their potential. Sometimes it doesn't align with the things that they want in the world. Sometimes doesn't align with what is destined for them. Much like yourself. But I want to
Destiny's a
work.
funny.
But I want to work towards the greatness no matter what. I'm willing to shed blood, sweat, and tears, my own enjoyment, everything, in order to make sure that people know my name. And sure, it's foolish, but it's what I want.
Funny thing about Destiny, Aurelian. Sometimes you get to choose your own.
And I am. And this is how I'm going to do it.
If it makes sense for you, then that's taking charge of your own destiny. For myself, though, we're on a running clock here. I've got to get good and fast.
Then we'll push each other.
I can live with that.
You're lacking in some of your artistry when it comes to your casting. It's too stiff.
It's structured. It's strong. Stable.
It's an interpretation. Sure, fundamentally each spell is the same, but the way that it is performed is different.
I'll loosen up. Maybe
And I'll
it
stay in
stands to
line.
tighten up a little bit. Not too much. But
With
yeah.
that, your watch comes to an end. Who's on the last watch? I believe it's Emmeline.
It's just Emily.
Everyone else beds back down. Emily, is there anything you
Puppet's
wish
going to
to
stay
do?
up with Emmeline.
Nothing in particular. Just probably just take some time just to go through thoughts. Probably start writing down information learned from that throughout the day. But nothing.
Okay, so morning comes. Everyone starts to wake up bit by bit.
Morning. Ali will go up to Rhea. Hey, I had an idea that it may help you in, the scenarios we're going to get involved in over the next couple of days. Can I braid your hair?
You're
I think you muted.
Wait,
I didn't hear the
Rhea's just
excited
dead
voice.
asleep on the ground.
I'm so sad.
That's okay. Do it again. Do it again. Can I braid your hair?
I would love if you would braid my hair.
Because I think an Ellie will start doing it, and she's really quite good at it. You get the sense that she's had to do this for other people quite a lot. It's not an elaborate, intricate braid. It's just it's a fairly practical but loose braid, so it's not going to cause any pressure on your head. It's just getting things out of the way. Because I think maybe I'm not 100% sure with your spell casting, but I've noticed sometimes when you spin around too much, your hair just goes foomp, and it might block your view a bit. So how does that feel?
I feel like I could use this and whack someone with it and it would hurt a lot.
I mean, yeah, you have a lot of hair. It's quite dense. But hopefully that helps with a bit of
problems to have, right?
I don't know.
Jesus.
better vision.
Thanks.
You might be able to see people coming up behind you and things. It was sort of when it billowed out, it blocked your peripherals a bit.
It is very fluffy. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
You kind of notice, now that her hair is all smoothed on, her ears just look so much bigger.
Yeah, 100%. I think one or two times, stray hairs from the fluffy bits of your ear gets tangled into the braid, and Ellie's like, "Oh, sorry." There we go.
They're very fluffy.
But yeah, just a cute single braid.
Thanks.
It's all right.
She definitely walks over to Leo and goes,
Oh god, now there's two of them.
There's three canonically. I'm pretty sure Emily's hair is also in a braid.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about women close to me beating me.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? Rhea absolutely bites people.
Yeah.
Not even vampire yet.
Gotta
They're
make that
just little
distinction.
bites,
It's
it's
not
fine.
vampires. There is a
Exactly.
vampire.
It's Weaponized Kitsune.
That was a
Right.
good one.
Kitsune railgun. New project. Got it, guys.
No, that's what Arden's doing to your sister.
I was about to say I have a
Fuck's
joke.
sake.
I have a joke for that, but I'm not gonna undo that one.
I just walked
That
right
one's
into
an
it
inside thought.
It's your sister.
and then did the Abe Simpson and walked straight back out. God damn it. Why are you the way you are?
So, are we all good now? Rhea just kind of looks between Emily and Aurelia.
Oh, perfect.
Are you saying that because you actually feel that way, or are you saying that because you're
No, I don't
going
think.
on the report later?
I don't think Aurelian is going to do that again.
Yeah, absolutely correct. And I'm sorry for the way I acted last night.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You've
I'm
never
back.
met the person that was mentioned, but
No.
there's someone who's very, very important to me. Someone I consider family.
Understood.
You can understand how upset I am.
I thought you were having a night terror. I'm a
course.
little bit confused about what happened.
We had a meeting.
We'll leave it there. I think I
Yes.
get it. Later. Perhaps on the road home.
Okay. Well,
Discretion. Nodding to Emmeline.
But more to the point, we are ready to tell Maddie that we are.
Oh, we're good?
I thought
Very
we were
good.
waiting on a message back.
No, they got a
That-
message back last night.
That was the
That's
meeting.
Oh.
That was the message.
Sorry. Isn't it so
what... No, we're
early?
good.
A small part of the meeting, but it was addressed nonetheless.
That's
Poppet,
good.
go and get my sister, please.
Can rabbits climb ladders?
Oh, Poppet, twice. Talented.
Growing hands at the end of its paws.
Focuses really hard and
Oh,
thumbs, just
no.
like human thumbs, just pop out of the wrist. That's why they call it Poppet, and they just climb the ladder.
Oh, that's
Leo's thumbs disappear for a moment.
The
Puppet's actually a
human legs and arms
carnivorous
just
rabbit.
spawn out of Puppet on the rabbit body and just
Oh no!
boof, boof.
Dun 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 dun.
Puppet's definitely a predator creature.
Oh, 100%.
Apex predator. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Constantly making eye
Whatever,
contact with
like-
people.
She has eyes to
Whatever
the
fake
front.
creature she was, like, does not like the rabbit.
Mm. Right.
Couple seconds later, the hatch kind of opens and very deftly stepping in. So you all had a very eventful night.
Yeah.
I'll go and give her a
Apologies
hug.
for that.
I see you all experienced Leo's sleeping gas exploded in the room.
Sure.
Do you mind?
Not at all. I thought that was quite clever.
Yeah, it's just
Fine.
a Dutch oven all night.
It's a Dutch.
So-
Like we're not
The
drawing weapons or
conditions-
casting spells at each other this morning. We're all good.
No,
we're
it has
good.
been very civil so far.
I can't cast spells, so.
But you can
was
draw a
me.
weapon.
I had a bit of a nightmare. I apologize. It's been very stressful past couple of
All
weeks.
right. You didn't. There was nothing loud, so we're fine. So, did you
I
hear back
think
from your
nice.
employer from the
I have.
Tavises?
It is good. Conditions are great.
Good. Excellent, even. Come up to my tent. Orcus has gone out to extort for the morning, so the campus
Like
is
a
little-
morning
extortion.
extortion.
Good. Tell him to bring some horses back. He owes us a couple.
Hmm.
Um,
He does.
Or
I'll let
spiders
the
are really
party go
bad.
out first.
Mhm.
I
Squeeze past.
to grab my sister on the side. You and Auden.
Arden.
What's the name again? Auden. I'd criticize your choice of companion, but I realize it'd be a bit hypocritical.
Oh shoot! You're giving it to the Kitsune?
No. Shut up. Shut up. No. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Do you know where to put it?
Oh, poor guy.
I Can you stop?
You stick them with the pointy end.
For fuck's sake. He seems quite capable.
You're quite capable. Should I
That's-
ask her?
Oh, for fuck. No, that's not what I. Can you stop for 5 seconds?
I'm quite
Everything
enjoying
that I-
myself.
Everything that I want to say has horrible
Fox.
Maddie connotations. Oh, for fuck's sake. No! Fucking sleep. No.
Nar.
No.
No.
Nar.
I'm glad to see you've got good friends around you. I'm sorry I haven't been here.
Well, look, what can I say? You know what? Runs in the family business, working with hardwood.
For fuck's sake, Des. I don't even have woodworker's proficiency.
No, she does. You're the wood.
Stop.
Speaking of voting for it.
Speaking
Anyway.
of.
Enough. I can see we're not getting any bloody sense here.
No, what?
Get the fuck
Me
up
and
the
Arden, it's fun.
Of course, should be. I fear.
You're in a college.
I'm busy.
Your nose is meant to be in more than just books.
Well, yeah, I've got like little tinkerings that I need to do. I've got all sorts of projects on. I'm busy. That's just... I don't have time for it.
Surely. You're not.
No. No.
Have you been with anybody? Leo, no.
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 I'm not interested.
At all?
Not interested.
Anyone been with you?
There's been people around, but not like that.
You just don't want it, or?
No. Other.
I support you no matter what. I love
know,
you regardless.
and I love you. Just busy. I'm happy. Do I need to put some fireballs in him, or don't? I'm still your brother.
You don't. I don't. Can you cast fireball?
Not yet.
No, he's honestly quite attentive.
Good. I'm glad you're happy.
It's not really. We haven't like defined anything. It's not new, but it's like kind of when it happens.
As long as you're having fun.
I mean, I'm not going to give you. It's just a little weird.
No. I'm glad you're happy.
Arden is nice. He's a nice guy, and
Good.
he's been here since I got here. He's been here longer than me, but no ambitions and kind of like that.
Give her that quick sibling side hug. Okay.
Right.
Come on. Let's get to work.
Let's go up to our pieces of tails up there, I suppose.
Can you stop?
I could, but I'm enjoying it too much. Come on. She just grabs you.
For fuck's sake. Up I go.
Ria's definitely showing off her new braid to Auden.
Oh, it's good to stretch.
We can just kind of... If he kind of focuses and his hair just grows in length a little bit, you can just kind of change it.
I know we can, but she asked and it was sweet and it made me feel special.
Oh, you can change it. Oh,
We can grow and
okay.
grow the hair and change color as we kind of wish.
Hello, everyone. What are we doing?
I can also not have tails or ears.
Yeah,
It's either
but that's
the
just
wine.
that's like the aesthetic.
No,
Yeah,
That's
I
like
know,
the
but like,
entire,
that's
like,
no.
That's the vibe.
it's
Wait.
like it is
Hold on,
definitely
where-
the vibe. But like,
Can
if we
you
wanted,
do that thing again with your ears?
Yeah.
Really just like puts his hand where the ears should be.
It's
No,
just
you're
Pulling my
concave
tails, you
into
gonna
the
touch my
brain.
ass? As he pulls the tails in.
Don't tempt him. You don't know where he's been.
We don't wait. Actually, you know what's really
We
weird?
know
So she
where
grabs her
he's
tail and she
been.
puts her tail, like the tip of her tail in your hand, and then she just makes her tail go away, and so you're just like, what the fuck?
So where does it go?
It's gone.
Pocket dimension.
What do you mean it's just gone? It comes
I
back.
don't know what that is.
If you wanted
Yeah,
to.
yeah. I make it come back. I can
It's
also
like
do
a
this.
disguised self spell, kind of. I'm told.
Yeah. She then changes to look like Aurelian and walks around like she's like so fancy.
I mean,
If
I'm
she looks
flattered.
just like Aurelian.
I mean, I'm
Just
flattered,
horrifying.
but
We
you
don't need two
really,
of them.
You really need to work on your posing.
Why? It's just like yours.
We
She
don't
changes
not.
need
it.
two of them.
Yeah, accurate.
No, it's not. Look, I do it like this, where you have to puff up your chest a little bit more. But you have to imagine
definitely
as though
sucking in
you're
his
going to
tail.
be shrinking down into.
Ali has a swig from
Anyways.
the flask. It's too early for this.
Anyways,
Gimme.
this I'm just
No,
fascinating thing, really. It's very interesting.
We can change our
Um,
fox forms too.
So how does that affect your sense of identity?
Well,
That's too deep for this early.
we start off as foxes.
Right.
Yeah, and then we,
And
as we like start to grow,
Aurelian's looking
kind of,
over at Auden to just verify this information.
Some people
And,
are
like,
better at
as-
it than others.
yeah, some people are a lot better than others. It gets really interesting. But like as we kind of mature and then kind of reach around like puberty age, we start like turning into more like bipedal forms, and then eventually, just as we kind of like
Yeah.
find ourselves inside of ourselves, and then we just kind of
For some people, there's a large awkward stage. I was walking around 4 legs, but I had the humanoid hands and feet. Just fox body.
oh,
horrifying, Desmond. Horrifying.
there's a lot
You
of
know, I
weird
think
stuff.
I've seen
love
artwork of that before.
I do
But it was
paint.
No.
No.
It's a fucking
He
dolly.
does, he does paint.
It is a dolly, actually.
Yeah.
It's
I
just a
also
doll
really
smashed
like- I-
Furby. It's just like,
No, not quite.
Have you seen the Santa Furbies?
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh no.
Please stop.
Yeah, so like we can turn into
Right.
anyone.
So what are we doing?
Maddie, what's the plan? Please save me from this conversation.
Well, you're all going to lie in wait.
The Aurelian part, not the fox part.
I mean, the fox fur could help. And just like I turned into like one of the like people who attacked us earlier. It's like, "Gah."
So, look, it's
Hmm.
we've got a couple of plans. Is your employer able to send any help, extra muscle, or is this all we're getting?
This is all that we have.
Okay,
This is
that's
enough.
fine. But if everything's been approved, that's good.
You
So
can have your land.
good. So we're poisoning a lot of tonight's stuff. We have some Mage's Bane. That's going to go into the Mage's Tent. We don't know some of the undecided loyalists up there, so best to have the ones who might swing the battle one specific way or another just decommissioned. Horx's main friends will send some people after that, and then, well, you 5, me and Arden, will take on Horcus. It'll take that many.
Right though.
If shit gets bad though, and I mean this, we'll get you the box if you get Leo out. If shit doesn't go.
Deal.
Stood.
We have a deal.
You want
No,
to
we don't.
finish?
I don't care who kills Horcus. I don't. Doesn't
Good.
fucking matter.
Makes it
When
easier.
we started, we were. It's important to me that you know this, at least you, Leo. When we started, we were just robbing from people that could afford it. That was it. Rob from the rich, just make a bit of life for ourselves. Things changed. These people, a lot of them are still really good. Don't judge us on what you saw. We stole from those who could afford it. Highwaymen, large carriages like mom and dad. You know, the jewels,
Yeah.
the stuff that would pawn easy. People didn't get hurt. This is new. And we have to cut it out. We have to cut this rot out. It can't keep going on like this, but we're not bad. We're not good, but we weren't bad.
Mhm.
So do whatever preparations you need to
Up.
do. Horcus will come back about. Comes back for evening dinners.
How does
We'll have the
Horcus
point.
fight?
You name it, he does it. He was a ring mage for a while. He
Mhm.
doesn't like to cast as much. He doesn't focus on his casting. He's commanding now. We'll try and get him alone, but people will rush to help him. We'll get out as many of them as we can, but he has a war mace. It's quite strong.
Mhm.
I don't know if you saw it in action, but that crossbow is a repeating crossbow. It will shoot a lot.
Okay, righto. Is he strong or is he nimble or both?
Stronger than he is nimble, but he's not nimble.
Not slow.
He's smart, he's wise, he's charismatic enough. There's very few gaps in his defense.
Where are the gaps?
If
What's his
only he had
weakness?
morals.
The
His
poison.
vice.
He'll eat. He gluttons in the evenings. That's the hope. We'll see how well the poison takes. It should cut off.
Okay.
He doesn't. We haven't seen him cast magic in a long time. That being said, if the Mage's Bane doesn't work, in theory he's capable of up to 7th level. He is the strongest mage in here. So we really have to hope that
Okay.
Mage's Bane works.
All right.
And as he's kind of saying that, Arden's kind of patting her like, it will work, I promise. He's getting the strongest dose.
All right.
He'll be trying to command the battlefield. That's how it's always gone. He doesn't want to get his
How are we
hands
going to
dirty. He
isolate
thinks
him?
he's above it.
What sort of armor as well? Heavier, medium?
Heavy in the days, but by the time he's taken that poison, he just walks around in chain shirting and such. He takes off most of the plating.
All right.
So at this stage,
What do you
I'm
need
also
us
going to
War
show
mace.
all of you, as she kind of points out the tent and pulls out a map of it, exactly what we're working with, of what this is going to look like.
Mhm.
Oh, map.
We'll show stream as well.
It's a map. It's a map. It's a map. Oh my god.
Oh yes, I saw this being made.
I love it how
Yeah. If anyone tuned into
just-
the stream earlier this week,
this just
Look,
gives the
obviously.
vibes of like top down like circus, and I'm just like, I love it, but I know it's not a circus.
It's about to be. It's about to be a bloody show.
Yeah.
So as she kind of starts pointing a bit, up on the ridge, there's 4 watchtowers. Well, there was 4. I don't know. I think there's 3 now. 1 fell over. We have the mages all reside within this tent up on the ridge. That's where the most of them would be. That's where your box is. We're going to send Arden in to secure it. As Gladder will, obviously, before this all goes down for our side. Underneath the ridge, there's general supply tents. Hawks' tent is across from mine.
Mhm.
Arden is a little bit further down this way.
With this bit here, Des.
Yeah.
That half a wagon, is
That's
that
going under.
under the ridge
That's the
in
show
like a
depth.
little cave?
Yeah, it's like an archway of stone that's kind of going over.
Okay then, cool.
Looks mad.
And how deep is that?
It's like a 40-foot thing. The thing itself up is about 60 foot up. That arch.
Okay.
And there's
Okay,
like
cool.
those
So
boards
it's
that
60
make it
foot
pretty-
Catapult?
between ridges.
Is that a
That's crane.
catapult?
No, those are cranes for
crane,
the form
okay.
of
They're
augment
cranes.
operation.
Got it.
Trebuchets, actually.
The superior siege weapon.
Obviously.
Sorry, I was never
And-
into warfare.
In terms of environment and stuff, it's early spring,
Early spring.
so the ground isn't the driest.
Depends on the area.
No, okay, cool. So sawdust would be wet as well.
Also, sawdust would be
Yeah,
months
cool.
old at this stage from that camp.
Yep.
This hasn't
Yep.
been a lot
Sweet,
of
sweet, sweet.
operation in a while.
Trying not
Cool.
to set the place on fire.
Nah,
If
not
you
what I'm
have
thinking,
to set
but
the place
I
on
like
fire,
your
set
idea.
the place on fire. This isn't home anymore. This is tainted. Enough people know of us in this woods now because of Orcus that we need to get out. And you're on
Des,
ticket
what is
out.
this red thing here?
Just a
It is a
flower,
battlefield
big
now.
flower.
How will we discern friend from foe, Maddie?
So, obviously, we're not trying to give away the plan. Most people who are going to be loyal to us are going to be wearing some form of shade of purple that is close to my tent to try and show allegiance. If they're not in the colors of this side, best judgment. If you have, try and be non-lethal with them if you can. A lot of them were
Okay.
really good people.
Right, so knock them out. Sounds good.
Are there any that
Anybody who
specifically
attacks
need
us,
to be
though,
put
we
down?
attack them.
Anyone attacks you, attack them, fight for your life. But they don't know what they're doing. If they think you're just an invader, try and just knock them out. We'll explain. Anyone at the end, if they don't choose to side with us with the ending, we'll hand them over to the authorities in Arvor to get the heat off our backs.
Do you have any little purple scarves for us?
Yeah, I do. Don't eat the
Turning into
food in
ones that
camp
have done
tonight.
We have
Well.
rations.
Also, I still like have a rabbit and half stuff.
Hmm.
Take a
I
seat
think
and
that's-
we're waiting. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Eee.
Holy shit.
Well done, everyone.
Yeah. All
What a
little
boss.
What a
Shit.
sesh.
Thanks for
shit.
hanging out. For the people that did follow, sorry for not addressing at the time. We were in a very intense scene, but thank you everyone who did drop a follow. We really do appreciate it. If you liked what you saw today, consider dropping a follow. We're live this time every week at Saturdays. This will also be rerun on Mondays. And if you're curious about our schedule, we do have a Discord. Also, if you're curious about a little bit of extra content for these heroes, we do have a thing for all free and paid members of the Patreon. All you got to do is sign up. It is free. Their session 0.5s when they're just two little groups that set them out on their journey. And it's before I started traumatizing the shit out of them. But we'll see more trauma next week. I know I traumatized some of you pre-stream. Other than that, we'll see you next
Yeah.
time. We'll see you not live, but we'll definitely be here Monday with a rerun. Bye.
Wait, some of us weren't
Bye.
traumatized?
Yeah, I was fine.